Hey,
Lord, I don't even know where to begin.
it's happening. It's happening.
ESBCT, not what it means to me.
Explored my side of this.
Okay.
But I want to know, have you ever changed yourself or made a decision to impress someone, to impress a boy?
Oh, so have I changed myself to impress a boy? Okay.
Yeah, so have you or made a decision to impress someone else? And
Oh. Okay. I hate this.
I feel like every girl has.
I
at
know.
least once.
It's just a part of growth
Yeah.
and growing up. And, okay. Yes, 100% I have. So I'll just give you a little tiny bit of an overview.
Story time.
Yeah, story time. When I was going through a few different relationships, I don't recommend doing that. Okay, that was not a good part of my life, but I did, and I didn't realize that I was changing myself with the different relationship that I was in. It wasn't until my boss, my beautiful boss, and when I was working at Flight Centre, Isabel, I love you so much. Okay. I remember her explaining to me about one of her friends, and she was like, oh, what I really noticed about my friend is she literally changes her likes, her wardrobe, everything with the type of guy that she's with. And it suddenly dawned on me, that was me. I
feel like that should be turned into a movie.
Yeah, I did. I changed my likes. I changed what food I liked. I changed what clothes that I was wearing. I changed what music I liked. And I think I remember telling you not too long ago, but so I was with a guy and he loved rap music. And I was trying to impress. I don't think, no.
We love our guys who love their rap music.
I wasn't actually with him. I just realized it was a bit of a crush at the time. So I liked this guy, similar to you. It was and I just got into rap music. Then when I was getting to know this other guy, he hated rap music. And I remember being like, who likes rap music?
Who can hate rap music? It's the best.
I know that now. But I remember literally being like,
boy, bye.
I was like, yeah, those people who like rap music are losers. Meanwhile, I used to be one of them. So, yeah, I definitely changed
You in the car alone going,
yeah. I remember literally doing that and thinking that I was so cool at the lights.
Yeah.
I had my windows down at the time I was driving
you're a real gangster.
I was.
Yeah.
And then the very next day.
I do the same thing.
The very next day when, I was talking to this other bloke, I'm like, yeah, those people who sit at the lights and they're feeling they're all
my God.
Meanwhile, 24 hours before, that was me.
Oh my gosh.
Rap
Rap is the best to go to the gym with.
I love rap. I
rap music,
hands down love rap music. I do.
It's such in my opinion, it's such an underrated genre.
Yeah, especially as you said, women. And I hadn't contemplated that before. So, no, you're onto it there. So, moral of the stories is that I think,
who cares? You like what you like.
You like what you like. Own what you like.
Yeah.
It's you. It's the version of... We don't want to see any
change
other
for
version.
no man.
No, that's right. No, we want you in the world because there's too many other people who...
And you know
what?
what?
Meant to be them.
The right man will love you for exactly who you are, like Emma and Elle.
Yes, Renee.
And the right man will not care what type of music you like.
Yes, Renee.
What foods you eat.
Yes, Renee.
Shut up. I am preaching to myself
I'm
here.
pretty sure that we have sat here and I've been telling Renee these same things and now she's telling me. Yes. I love that.
Yeah, I know. I'm preaching to myself here.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Doesn't mean I'm going to listen to myself. Probably not.
For those of you who didn't watch the episode before, make sure you go back because we heard more about Renee's story about adjusting her likes for some guy. So, have you ever adjusted your personality to make yourself more acceptable? Doesn't even have to be about a guy. Okay, story. You were too forthright with that
Easily.
response.
Swearing.
Wow.
Hands
Boom,
down.
boom, boom.
And,
Cue the music.
and honestly, like, I still do struggle with that. It is probably the hardest habit to break.
Wow, I love where this is going. I do, because it's being real and letting
And because it's it's so normalized in our culture.
Yes.
Especially in Australia.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, that's right. I'm glad that you say that. Do you know why? Okay, when you go to a conference or when you go into any training event and you have the trainer or the person speaking, when they get up there,
It icks me when they start swearing.
me too. But
And not just as a Christian, but
No.
like as a professional.
Professional.
Oh my gosh, it icks me.
It really does, because, and you know that they're actually just trying to become more relatable.
I think they're trying to just like to appeal to I guess every type of audience, every type of person, yeah.
But the thing is that it actually just tells me that they're not secure in themselves. It tells me that they're not okay with the fact that they might be not approving everyone.
Yeah.
It comes down to an identity issue, and
And like for me, because it's become part of my vocabulary, sometimes it does kind of just slip out. And as Christians, I think everyone's let it slip.
well, we're not perfect.
No,
we're
that's
definitely
exactly
not
right.
perfect.
When you stub your toe, it flipping hurts.
It does, but do you know what? God's been really, quite a few years ago, really, really worked on me with that, because he said, whatever's in your heart will come out. But I'm just trying to think of the scripture, the reference, and we'll note that down, because if we are not making sure that every part of us is pure.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Then it is going to come out when it's tested.
And like we've said in the past, there is power in the tongue.
There is, even when at moments when you are hurt and in pain and they come out, that must mean that they were in you somewhere. And so we need to make sure that we are taking captive every thought.
And
every thought.
It is hard because it is everywhere you go.
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
But so
it's in music. It's in movies. It's in your workplace. It's in shopping centres. It's in probably your sleep.
If you've been listening to it, do you ever remember that song when you were a kid? Be careful, little eyes, what you see. Be careful, little ears, what you hear. Be careful, something, Be careful, little eyes, what you see.
Yeah.
If you are consuming,
even though it's a kid song, that's actually such a powerful song. It's so
powerful.
It's so true, because it's like
true.
you actually,
Yes, you got to be careful with everything, because what you consume, you create with your words.
Yeah.
It comes out of you, and you create your world with your words.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's just one example of how like my, because when I was in primary school, never swore once.
Yep.
And then I got to high school, I started kind of hanging out with the wrong crowd, and then I was like, I don't know if I actually did it to kind of fit in with them, or if it was just almost influenced on me. And
I would say a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
Generally, it is. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure. Because that's when you're struggling with your identity.
And I remember my sister, when she was in high school as well, she got peer pressured into saying the F word, and
she
felt sick after saying that.
How beautiful is it that she'd grown up in such a environment where that was not condoned, that it made her feel sick at the very thought of it, because that's the way that Christ feels when he hears
That's how I feel
it.
about C word.
Oh my goodness, that is the worst. The worst. I hate that.
Have you ever heard it in a movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
but it just
I can handle swearing, but that word.
I know, it seems to be a commonality amongst most people. Like
I can handle, like if there's 100 F words, I'm okay,
because we hear it every day.
But that C word, as soon as I hear that, I'm like, oh.
But that's what we should be like with every word.
With every, that's right.
No, I'm really glad that you brought that up, because it is one of, I feel, the first things that God asks us to move out of our life when we become a Christian, because he knows the power in words.
I feel like also like drinking and like
And
also
those-
smoking, like that can be
yes.
like, you know, once you turn 18, you know, I guess even like younger kids who start underage drinking, like I feel like they do it to try and fit in and
They
to impress other people, and you know, and I don't want to drink occasionally, but I've never been drunk.
Yeah, and it depends. See,
I never want to be.
no, I'm glad, because you can, when you're under the influence of alcohol, you can do things that
And
you can't change.
I've said this to a couple of people. Because I don't know because I've never been drunk, I don't know what I'm going to be like when I'm drunk, and that kind of scares me because I don't know what I'm gonna say. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have quite a lot of things unsaid that are unsaid for a reason.
So have we all.
Yeah, so I'm like, and I don't like the thought of losing that control of myself. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to stick with 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
And then I'll stop it at that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to lose control.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. No, it's
And it only numbs.
Yeah, that's right. You've still got to do with the root cause after you wake up.
And I've seen people go through a hangover and I'm going, no, I don't want to deal with that.
You don't want to deal with it. It's really not nice. No.
Have you ever?
Yeah, I have. Not that I'm proud of it. I'm definitely not. And again, it came back down because I didn't have a good identity in who I was growing up. I really struggled, which is why I am now so passionate about helping women know who they are in Christ, so that they don't have to traverse the same types of the places that I've been, or the things I've had to overcome.
But also, like, even when I turned 18, like drinking, clubbing, doing all that, never really interested me anyway.
And it is such a
My
blessing.
mum was like, that's like my number 1 prayer answered.
Yeah.
And it's the same with my sister. She was never interested in doing that either.
Yeah. Renee, can I just tell you that is the blessing of having Christian parents.
Yes.
It is truly a blessing.
I'm like, I would rather enjoy a night out with my girls without getting totally trashed.
Yes.
Where you can actually remember the night.
Yes.
And I feel like I'm a lot of fun without alcohol anyway.
Definitely.
And, you know, there's, you know, I don't mind going out and dancing and whatnot, but I'd rather do it where I can actually remember and, you know.
Yes,
I'm like,
consume the moment.
Yeah.
Have that memory for a lifetime.
You know, like, I'd rather go out to, like, a nice dinner with my girls, or we go out karaoke or mini golf or something, you know, like.
I am with you 100%.
And I know, like, a lot of girls in my like in our church, they initially feel the same way. Like, there was one girl I was talking to, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't." And
Feel the need
she is
to do
100% so much fun without alcohol as well.
Yes.
She is just the life of the party.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Yeah, I don't see the need for that."
Yeah, that's right.
Type
And
of
you do
place.
not know. The thing is that you're opening yourself up to the demonic.
Yeah.
And if you open the door to the demonic, Satan is not going to mess around. He is going to get in there real quick.
Yeah.
And do his best, because he is scowling around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he wants to devour. Because I know the power of open doors as a Christian. I know the power of covenants, blood covenants. I know the demonic realm too much to be able to want that in my life. And the thing is that our lives don't just impact us.
Yeah.
They impact everyone around us, our family, our brothers, our sisters, and then down the line, our children.
Yeah. How do you distinguish between pursuing a dream because you want it versus pursuing it to prove something to someone else?
Okay. As Christians, we all have a purpose on the earth. When you are fully pursuing God and you you come into an awareness of what God has called you to do, you will feel like there will be lots of open doors, there'll be open opportunities, and there will be a flow, a Holy Spirit flow, as opposed to when you are pursuing a dream because somebody else has instigated the process. There will be a lot of you thoughts. It will be, how can I do this? And I've got to go and study, or I've got to make this decision. I've got to do this. Whereas when you are fully trying to align yourself with the will of God, you're saying, God, where are we going today? What do you want me to do today? Do you want me to go to university? Do you want me to go to this college? Do you want me to go and see this person? You're coming across every decision as a we.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're pursuing something for someone else, it's like, I've got to do this. Me. So, yeah, just to put it plainly. I have a quick little example. It's super quick, because this is not to do with a relationship, but it was when I was younger. When I was about anywhere from 13 to 21. So my father is a light aircraft pilot, and he was an instructor as well. So I grew up, and that's what his business was teaching people how to fly. And I knew in the back of my mind that, well, he always made comments about how he wanted me to be a pilot, a woman pilot, and how he wanted to teach me. And so I got...
You'd be good at that.
Yes. Well, we won't talk about...
Is that how you ended up at Flight Centre?
No.
How ironic.
No, but do you want to know how that story ends? Well...
Finish your first story off first.
Yeah, I'll finish my first story off, because I don't think I've ever told you. But anyway...
I'm scared now.
Yeah, you should be scared.
Really?
So I had this rooted in my mind that I had to be a pilot because my dad was a pilot. And he owned a flight training school. That's what I had to be. Mm-hmm. So I had this kind of burden on my shoulders. And then when I was 13, he started teaching me how to fly, and I started to go to briefings with him and to lessons with him. And our first practical lesson, do you want to know where we ended up?
Oh, I thought you were going to say you crashed a plane or something.
Yeah. Upside down on the beach in the aircraft, and we had to spend the night in a lighthouse.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, real story.
Have you ever
felt like this?
How strange things happen. Are you going round the twist? Oh, man.
Have you ever felt like this? How strange things happen. Are you going round the twist?
And literally the lighthouse had those feels. It was...
I love that.
Oh, I had my own strange things around the twist moment. So we had to stay overnight in the...
Did anything weird happen that night?
Oh. Actually,
oh my God!
It really felt like it. I just felt I couldn't sleep all night. I just hugged my stuff. I remember I just had this little bag of stuff, and I was just hugging this stuff because it was very rattling. What happened? Yeah, literally,
You crashed the plane. Of course you're traumatized.
Yeah.
Of course you're shaken up.
Yeah, it was not
You had to spend the night in a strange place.
Yes, in a lighthouse on an island. Yeah, out off the coast.
That actually sounds kind of fun, though.
Yeah. I look back on it now and I look at it, it's really fun. But anyway, so from that moment, I then realised that maybe flying's not for me. But it wasn't that. I also, deep down inside me, I felt like it wasn't what I was interested in, what I desired. I was just trying to prove myself to my dad and to the world.
I feel like a lot of kids struggle with that with their parents. You know, their parents have a plan for their kids' future, and then we as kids are like, I don't actually want to do that. That's not what I want to do.
That's right. And not that I can speak from a parental point of view or position, but I can speak from experience in my years of education from the viewpoint that every single child has been given a purpose. And that purpose will be different to your parents' purpose. And so we can't project those same desires onto our children.
Well, not to tie in another movie here, but that almost reminded me of of a Cinderella story with Hilary Duff.
Oh, yes.
Whereas Austin Ames had his whole future mapped out by his dad. Mm-hmm. And then you see at the very end of the movie, he runs off the footy field, he chases after Hilary Duff, Sam's her character Sam. Yeah. And the dad's like, "What are you doing? You're throwing away your dream." And Austin's like, "No, Dad, I'm throwing away yours." And it's like,
wow, that's a boom moment.
That's a bar.
Yeah, that really is.
Insane. That's kind of predictable when you watch the movie. But anyway, it's like
a lot of those are,
but that's what it reminded me of, because it's like, your parents sort of.
And like, just a note there, my dad didn't ever make me feel that it was internal. That came internally from.
So when you told him you didn't want to be a pilot, how did he react to that?
He was no, he never made me feel bad. He was just like, okay, which I'm very. It was better than what I thought. So
he wasn't upset. He wasn't angry. That's good.
He was a great father. Yeah. Every negative emotion around that, I understand. Like, from looking back on it, I perceive that because of just little comments that he had made growing up.
I feel like as kids, we don't give our parents enough credit.
We don't.
I know I don't with my parents.
Yeah, and we've actually had that discussion before. We have.
Yeah.
But yes, so there was something else I was going to tie into that. But yeah, it was. I remember the moment that I decided that I'm not going to go down that road of becoming a pilot. Yeah. A whole weight lifted off my shoulders. And God was like, "No, you're going to be a teacher," even though you were like, "What?" I didn't want to be a teacher either. That was a God thing, and that's a whole nother story. We ain't going. But
look what came out of it.
Yeah,
you never would have become a teacher. You never would have taught me.
You would never have been as amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I just say, even after you became my teacher,
yes,
I really don't even know where our friendship started.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, you were my teacher. You were also my best friend's cousin.
Yes.
And then I don't know if it was just him inviting both of us to a lot of different things, and we just started, like, we were talking, and then we just kind of clicked, or like, now you're one of my favorite people. Like, you are honestly like my best friend, and
honestly,
but it's like,
yeah.
How? Like, how?
It's a God thing. Hey,
it is.
God brings people into your life.
And I feel some of the stories that we've shared with each other, I feel like we never would have.
I do.
But honestly, like, I feel so comfortable talking to you about everything. Because you are a ride or die. I know you will never judge me. You support me, even though you're like, "Hey, you make a mistake here. You're an idiot. No. You're gonna get hurt."
I would never say that.
This is gonna get... No, but you think it. But you're like, you know what?
I don't even have to say it. You just read my face.
You're like, you're like, girl. And I'm like,
yeah,
I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah. I feel like our society, we thrive to get approval from the world.
You're right.
Like, we not necessarily thrive, but more strive.
So be like Elle. To say it plainly, be who God's made you to be.
Yeah.
Do not.
You don't need the world's approval.
No, you only need God's approval.
Yeah.
Only.
And He made you who you are. He loves you for who you are.
Yes.
And He just wants you to come to Him as you are.
As you are. Yes, that's right. And do not be afraid of saying no if it is not you.
And if it's not from God.
Yeah, that's right. If it's not from God. And look, if you don't like rap music,
we
still love you.
That's okay. There is no judgment here.
No, definitely not.
But what are you doing?